Get a little closer.
What's going on there, Tim?
Alright, so we got some DragonFire pass-throughs. Let me just throw that
on the ground. There you go.
DragonFire pass-throughs. We have 2 of those. 2 50 cal harnesses going into the 2020.
Yep.
Turbo.
Yep.
So we're going to show you how to cut into pass-throughs and install some harnesses.
Yeah, so the 50 cals here, this is a 3-inch belt.
3-inch.
Yep.
Which are at your normal.
And Tim's ran 50 cal on his machine. He really liked them. I mean, they make a pretty good harness.
I got 4 of them. My mom's got 3 of them, and then this will have 2 of them in it.
Gotcha. Yep.
So, this is the seat we're gonna cut.
Okay.
I like your attitude, Bill. Brings out the best in me.
Yeah, I just try to keep it 100.
All right, so these go through the seats and snap together, and basically it'll go like that. Your material will have to be cut on the front side, and then the hard plastic back has to be cut around that. But what's nice, I've already done these on mine, so they come with directions and a diagram, or a template, if I remember correctly. There it is.
Yeah, we don't read the directions, but we do need the template.
You do need the template. So basically this is the shape of the back of your seat, and it shows you where to fold. And basically we will cut this outer area here, and then we cut out the center here, and all these pieces will fold into place. You can tape them there, and then you just take your Sharpie, go around there, and then once we get to that point, we'll show you what's going on. So template got cut, and you fold at the lines. Right here you fold down. Right here.
So it says up. Center of the Polaris star.
Yeah, it's center.
Yep.
You want to throw me under the bus about something?
I mean, you know, it's pretty close to center, a little high, but that's okay.
Well, anyways, got the template cut, got her taped down. Basically, this will line up here, this will line up here, all this will fall into place.
Yeah, you just crease those corners, stuff like that.
And then basically you just hold this down. That's how I did it the last time. Will, you're blocking my light.
Sorry. Just trace it out, and then start cutting.
You can leave it wide. Well, actually, this will be wide because of the paper.
Alright, so you guys can see that's what it looks like all traced out. So everything looks nice and level, equal everywhere. So we're going to go ahead and show you cutting this out.
Alright guys, so you seen I took a drill bit and basically outlined it, and then the 2 long parts for the top and the bottom I had to cut with a knife, and I'll show you what I'm going to do to go ahead and clean it up to make it look even nicer. But what I did find, here's what I used: that knife with a hook, and that knife. But what worked the best is the knife with the hook. So if I were to do it again, the hook would be where it's at. So let me go ahead and dig up some air tools, turn the compressor on, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to clean that up. There it is, cleaned up, and here's the piece. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Alright, so basically there it is, popped in. Now obviously I haven't cut the foam or anything, so it's still probably bulging the other side, but I wanted to show you guys the piece in. and the edge is all cleaned up. If you see that they're all pretty smooth, you don't see the drill marks anymore. Basically what I did is I did it with the drill and the knife, and then I come back at it with this air tool here. Normally use something like this for like porting and polishing or whatever. Sucker turned out pretty good. But I gotta cut the other side. Alright guys, there it is, she's in. So, the front's kind of tricky, you got a lot of foam, and my knife was really dull. It's really just wore out, to be honest. Well, that's how she sits. Alright guys, don't mind this harness. This harness was something temporarily we threw in there because my aunt did not like the regular seatbelt rubbing her neck. So we threw this in there. But this was one that got sent to me that was wrong. It had a female on this side and nothing on this side, so they sent me some more. But this was laying.
Yeah, they sent you a replacement, so they took care of it.
Yeah, they took care of it. Yeah, it was an accident.
So this is like a backup.
It's like 3 years ago. But
yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to take out the center console. This is obviously a 2-seater, T40 Torx, which is gonna be right here. Man, it's gonna be weird. It's the first time me taking out a 2-seater center console.
Yeah.
I got a 4-seater. So right here. Man, it's perfect. You guys are learning, I'm learning, but then this, let's see if I can get this one. There's one right here.
I think there's a couple pins too.
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's the same, just yours is this is smaller. So there's a pin here on the side. I got that one.
I would say riding around in the 2-seater is like riding a real bull compared to a 4-seater. It's like a mechanical bull, you know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to my 4-seater. I mean, if I want to ride, no, I ain't gonna say that on camera.
I know you 4-seater guys.
It ain't even about that. You want some quality, get you a 4-seater.
Sure.
You want some equality, get you a 2-seater.
Sure.
Probably comes with a safe space and a safe space and a blanket too.
No problem.
All right. I will say that this tool and a bag of 100 of these clips was like $10 on Amazon or
well worth
eBay.
It. Yep.
So worth it. I actually ordered 2 and only received 1.
Yeah.
I was a little bit disappointed there, but the tool is well worth it.
Yep. So that way you're not trying to salvage these things all the time.
All right, so we got
that. Yeah, one break, it's
got those.
Not the end of the world.
Yeah, so mine has 2 more bolts here, one here, here, and yeah. So that should be that.
I'll pull the console up. Shifter can slide down. There you go.
So, and as you see, this is what I do, is I just slit the boot a little bit for these 3 inches to go through. You can see that it's slit open here. That's all I do. So that's the only thing that stinks about harnesses. Now your center console, wow, it's dirty. Now your center console is kind of stuck in here unless you unbolt the...
So that's what happens when you mud guys start ripping through the mud.
Well, that's what happens when...
You ride your machine.
No, that's not what happened, I promise. No, this thing was bought new. Guy didn't know what he was getting into. Went out, rolled it. They threw a new cage on it.
I went out and rolled it again.
His buddy bought it. He went out and rolled it.
Okay.
Rolled it with this cage on it.
Yep.
Which the other one just had a little ding right here.
Yeah.
It wasn't the end of the world. It did scratch up some plastics, but this is how I've seemed to find everything since we got it. Now, it's been to the Badlands once with us.
Yeah.
We did some ripping, and I got a few things fixed that were wrong with it. Other than that, this machine's great. I mean, it's got 290 miles on it now. We've put 60 or 70 miles on it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it's nice having it's got low miles. It's nice having a tight unit.
So that's another thing, too. It was a really good deal. You couldn't really get into something that's new.
Yeah, newer, yep.
For what we got in this thing. So, It's a killer deal.
Yep.
And we're going to deal with the scratches, and it'll just be our bruised and reduced machine, but it's still going to be an awesome machine.
Yep.
All right, 19 box end.
This pretty much will apply to any harness. I mean, they're all about the same. So any harnesses that you're going to do, it doesn't really matter the brand. They're all going to do the same thing.
Yeah, this is all pretty straightforward.
Yep.
So save your bolt again. You can just go ahead and leave it down here in the corner. We'll go over to the other side. You want to switch, Will?
Sure. There we go.
So
got all kinds of adapters on there.
Yeah. So that is a T50 Torx.
Okay.
That's what became my problem. That bolt is like, you're supposed to take it off the backside. That bolt's pressed in there.
Yep.
But whatever. All right. So
when you obviously when you're taking belts off both sides, this side over here would have been the same way. So that'll be really how you have to do both sides if you have no harness in there yet.
16.
Okay.
And the nut's trapped in that factory style seatbelt piece. I don't know who built this cage. Okay, so the bolt that I used down here is this one.
Okay.
So, El Junco, you guys need stock seatbelts? We got plenty of them.
There you go.
Alright.
Shove them in a bag, put them in a bin, and let them sit on a shelf somewhere.
So, I think we are, I guess, good to... Got to get that off. Other than that, we're good to go.
Yep.
Got the center console laid back in here because that's how you got to put this back through. Slit your boots. Slip this through. Obviously, it's going to sit there loose for a minute.
So you might have to find a couple bolts.
So these 50 cals don't come with bolts.
You could use some of the factory stuff, but obviously there's not 4 bolts. So you have to find a couple bolts.
It ain't the end of the world.
Yeah, not the end of the world, yep. So obviously the up top here, you'll wait till last to put these because they're going to go through the pass-throughs. Now obviously if you don't do pass-throughs, it makes life a lot easier.
You don't have to do pass-throughs, but they just
Yeah.
feel more secure.
Yep. So obviously if you don't do pass-throughs, you can take your seats in and out as one of the benefits. If you do the pass-throughs, it makes a little bit more of a hassle, but they make like quick connects that go back here that you can just unsnatch them real quick.
I mean, if you have a wrench and an impact, it ain't.
Yeah, it's not bad, yeah.
But when you have to go around the strap, it gets more of a pain because you have to adjust it every time. So like what we're going to do right now is we're just going to use... so this will just stay adjusted all the time. So then you just undo the bolt from here and here. Your harnesses are out. You know, it takes you a half a minute or something to pull 2 bolts.
Yeah.
As long as you have impacts and tools available. Other than that, you can still get them off by undoing this, which is a pain.
Yeah.
I had to do that for, I guess, I did it for a year, and last winter I got tired of doing it, so I
don't blame you.
I nut-certed the frame.
Yeah.
The cage.
Make life a little easier.
Yeah. So let's see. This mess, I think. Double check here. I'm trying to hold this sucker down here. Not working out too well. Just pinched myself. Alright, well kids, don't do it like that.
Yeah. You want me to put a screwdriver in there?
Yeah. Alright, so put your Torx back in. You got 3 of them.
One in the back and then a couple push pins.
Okay, there's that. push pins here. Got one on this side. Got one right here. One
right there.
Right here. And one right here. Okay, now we'll go ahead and set the seat in.
You guys can see those DragonFire pass-throughs work really well.
So you just got to make sure you set that, make sure you have that harness come out and bolt it in to where it comes over the top of your lap like that. This will go through here. Bring her up and over. Let me get this other one. Just gotta make sure you keep your straps untangled as you flip them around and bolt them in the machine. And come back up here.
So we'll go ahead and throw the bolts in these, and then we'll show you guys the final product here.
Yeah, and then I'll leave it to where I can do that later.
Alright, so when you guys tighten these up, obviously, you know, with it being going through a pass-through, we kind of angled them this way a little bit, so it just kind of goes straight through the pass-through.
Will must have been riding this thing. It's a little tight.
Oh, get out of here. You know you're fatter than me.
He's got a half an X.
Yeah, demonstrate here for the people.
Try to.
Oh my God, man, you're stuck.
Got wrenches in my pocket making me bigger and stuff.
Yeah, those are wrenches. That's not them sloppy joes you were eating earlier.
Hey, don't worry about them sloppy joes. Now, we already had people, our viewers, calling out that you were calling me hefty in our last video.
Yeah.
In reality, you were only talking about the machine. I would say. But
Yeah, I wasn't even talking about you, but I'll take credit for it, I guess.
Gotta loosen them straps a little, huh, Tim?
Yep.
See, that's why he's behind the camera, though.
Can't show off the abs on this side.
Oh, yeah. All right, so let me see here. So just bring this in to where it stays tight around your waist.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously,
Buckle
you can adjust these. These got quite a bit of adjustment. So the difference is so this harness got a big nice pad right here. Comes up right next to your neck, and the harnesses come through the seat right next to your neck, where with other ones come around the edge of the seat here and around your shoulder. And it's not a big deal, but this makes you feel a lot more secure,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it pulls you straight down, yep.
So the biggest thing I noticed with a harness is, and I've slacked on leaving them looser than they actually should be, but
I think everybody does, so you can kind of reach around, grab a drink
it is
or
nice
whatever.
moving around, but at the
We
same
always
point-
tighten them up, though, if we're jumping or doing anything crazy.
And honestly, this is trying to set it up for somebody else. I'm not going to be driving this all the time, but right now it's fine. But I like lowering this down just a little bit more. So adjusting it here would be bringing it down here,
Okay.
and
And then you can pull more
then you
slack
ain't got to
out.
worry about it.
Yeah, cutting you.
And I know it ain't going to, but you get what I'm saying.
Yep.
But anyways, there's some harness. So harnesses are pretty much universal.
Yeah, the other one, we haven't done that yet, but obviously it's going to be the same thing as this side.
Yeah,
So we wanted to show you the center console going together, so.
Harnesses are pretty universal.
Yeah.
You could put the harnesses on anything, even if they have the bolt-on area back there. You can wrap them around the bar and tie them back to themselves, which is like this harness is set up. But we wanted to show you that, show you the pass-throughs. We haven't done a video on harnesses or pass-throughs, so.
Yep.
You know, hopefully you guys like the content. You know, stick around. We got lots of crazy things coming up. Like, share, subscribe. You know, if you guys got an idea for something you guys want to see, or you guys have been doing a lot more comments and stuff on our YouTube, asking us questions and stuff like that. That's awesome. We like that.
Yeah, we try to respond to everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
If we don't see it, we'll normally send one of us will get it and we'll get back to you guys. But thanks. We really appreciate it, and stay tuned because we got, like we said, a lot of big things. We're gonna have some giveaways.
A lot of big
coming up.
trips coming up. Yep, giveaways coming up.
Don't
Yep.
giving away the trips, man.
I just said trips. I didn't say
right.
where.
All right, well, we do got some trips. But no, we got some machines. We got some New parts coming, big builds going on. All things that you guys haven't really seen much of, maybe a little glimpse, but stick around. There's a lot of things coming for 2021.
All right, sounds good. Thanks. Guys.
More donuts?
Sure.
All right, let's take this.
All right, so this will be the outro though. So yeah, go check us out on social media.
TikTok, Instagram.
Yep. Check out our store.
Up right now.
Yep.
So,
and then we'll cap off here. Tim doing some more donuts.
Thanks, guys.
Do some backwards ones. Do it backwards.
Huh?
Put a four-wheel drive, do it backwards.
No.
It's always a blast playing in the snow. That's one way to clear your driveway.
What?
That's one way to clear your driveway.
Later, guys. Thanks.
All right, thanks.
We're still at the same point, except for we did get some. There was a little tin bracket here. We knocked that off. Belt sanded her down real quick on both sides. We did get some light bar brackets made up. I cut them on the machine, and then we just put a couple little bends into them, and I think they're going to work out great. We did make a little flag mount, so it's kind of a pain to figure out what we got going.